Hello guys, I hope you're all fine. Today we're going to start solving the second biweekly sheet for the first semester. As you know, our first theme was about poverty, and the second theme that we are through now is about endangered animals. We have explained before that endangered animals are animals who are in danger of extinction. They are about to disappear or vanish due to many different reasons. So today the text that we're going to read is about some of the endangered animals around the world. I'm going to start reading the question or the introduction of the worksheet, which says, read the following text in which the writer informs us about the inhabitants that live in African rainforests. When you are through with the reading, answer the questions that follow. As you can see here, the question is like saying it informs. Whenever I find this word, it means that the text is an informational text, and this is related to the genre of the text. Okay, we've explained before that an informational text is a text that gives us information. It means also the author's purpose here is to inform. Okay, so I'm going to start reading. I'm going to stop at every point that needs explanation and explain every paragraph and every unfamiliar word. So we're going to start with paragraph 1. The African rainforests cover a very large area, from the west coast of Africa to the mountain in the east Kenya and Tanzania. If you look at our map, you'll see that more than 80% of the rainforest in the Congo Basin. This time we're going to mention a few larger mammals living in this area and a small animal from Madagascar. Madagascar, the world's fourth largest island, lies off the southeast coast of Africa in the Indian Ocean. Some animals which live there can only be found in this part of the world. So this island has some of the animals that cannot be found in any other place, okay? And we are talking about the African rainforests here. So let's move to paragraph 2 now. One such animal is the lemur. There are 25 species of lemur on Madagascar, and all of them are endangered. The lemur is a monkey-like animal with large round eyes, a pointed nose, a long tail, and soft woolly fur. The largest lemur, the indri, is about 95 centimeters long. The smallest, the mouse lemur, is only 15 centimeters long. All lemurs are vegetarians. They like wild figs, bananas, and other forest fruits. So as you can see, the second paragraph is just telling us about the lemur. It's just describing it. It's describing its shape, its body, its outer appearance, and it's telling us that they are all vegetarians. I mean the food that they eat, okay? Paragraph 3. The mountain gorilla lives on the slopes of the volcanoes in Rwanda, Zaire, and Uganda. As you can see, the second paragraph, or the third paragraph actually, is just telling us about the mountain gorillas. So it seems that each paragraph of these is telling us about one animal. They live in small groups led by a dominant male, as if the male is the leader of a group. So each small group has a leader. So it has a male leader. They are too big and heavy to climb trees, so they wander slowly through the forests, eating fruits, leaves, and berries. They are the largest of the great apes and look very dangerous. But scientists say they are gentle, intelligent, and very friendly. So here, as you can see also, they are just describing the mountain gorilla, what it eats, its outer appearance, and so on. Paragraph 4. The forest elephant lives in the Congo Basin. It is much smaller than the African elephant, which is the biggest animal on Earth. So the forest elephant is different than the African elephant, okay? So the forest elephant is smaller than the African, which is the largest animal on Earth, or the biggest animal on Earth. Nevertheless, even the small elephant can be up to 250 centimeters tall. Its ivory is thinner, short, and a bit yellowish. Paragraph 5. The African forest is also home to different kinds of chimpanzees and baboons. Most of chimpanzees use twigs to get tasty food from difficult places. Some can open nuts with stones and branches. Groups of about 20 chimpanzees travel together looking for fruit and leaves to eat. At night, they rest in tall trees and branches. So the 5th paragraph is telling us about chimpanzees and baboons. So as you can see, the text is made up of 5 paragraphs. Each paragraph is telling us about a certain animal or a different animal, about their habitats, about how do they live in groups or lonely, what do they eat, their outer appearance, and so on. So now let's start with the question. The first question is telling us, read this article, write a suitable title which will describe what the text is about. So as you know, the text should have a title, okay? It should have a title. And the title should be suitable. What do I mean by the word suitable? Suitable means that it should be appropriate, okay? It should match with the text or with the article that we have. It should be related to the main topic or main idea that the text is about. So if our text here is about endangered animals or about African animals, we cannot put a title which is related to pets, okay, or a title related to nature. So the title should be related directly to that text. It should tell us a general idea about the text that we're going to read. So this is what do I mean by a suitable title, okay? So if we're going to discuss titles here, we can just come out with hundreds of titles, but in my opinion, since the text is about African animals and it's telling us about these animals specifically, is being specific, so I chose African animals because the text is about them. So if anyone is going to read this text, from the title they're going to know. So from the title they're going to know that the text or the article is about African animals. So African animals is a suitable title for the text above. The text is telling us about the animals which cannot be found in other places. I mean, unless in rainforests, okay? So the second question is telling us, read the following sentences and decide if they are true or false. If they are false, we have to correct them, okay? The first sentence is that the African rainforests cover the area from the west coast to the lowlands in Kenya and Tanzania. So if we go back to the text, we can see that this is a wrong answer. And the rainforests cover a very large area from the west coast of Africa to the mountains, not to the lowlands of Kenya, okay? The second sentence tells us that the lemurs are quite big. They are about 95 centimeters long. And this sentence is true because this is mentioned in paragraph 2, and they told us that the lemurs are 95 centimeters long. The third sentence is the mountain gorilla lives in a small group with a dominant leader. And this is true also because they told us, or the article mentions, that the gorillas live in small groups and they have a male leader or a dominant leader. So these are 3 sentences. They are related to the question before. It means you have to tell me whether they are true or false. And as I told you, if they are true, you have to write true. And if they are false, you have to correct them. I solved the first part and you are responsible for the second part. There are 6 sentences. I solved 3. And you are going to do the rest of them. The second question says, pick out from the text 2 facts. Facts and opinions was one of our comprehension skills. We said that facts are sentences, or they are They are statements that cannot be changed. They can be proved. Okay, they are real. And opinions are everyone's point of view related to any subject or any topic or any in any debate, I mean. Okay, so I asked you to pick out 2 facts from the text. Okay, I picked the fact, which is nevertheless, even the small elephant can be up to 250 centimeters tall, and I want you to give me the other facts, okay? So your job is to write down here in this box the second fact, okay, from the text. So everything is found in the text. It's not difficult. The text is very easy. As long as you read the text carefully, you can get the answers easily. The third question is asking us to scan paragraph 3 and pick out a cause-effect relationship. I just want to remind you that causes and effects are very important. They are related to our writing type of writing, cause-effect essay. And I just want to remind you that a cause is a reason and the effect is a result. So the cause is the reason why something else happens. Okay? What I did here is that I gave you the cause, or I just picked out the cause from the text, and you are responsible to pick out the effect. They are found, as I said, in paragraph 3. So please, please, please read paragraph 3 carefully, because you're going to find everything in paragraph 3. I mean, the cause-effect relationship is found in paragraph 3. The fourth question is very important, and it's also a comprehension skill. So we have 6 words which are underlined in the article. I want you to match these words to their definitions through context clues. And I mean, you have to find the meanings of these, or you have to find the meanings, or the word that have this meaning from the text. You have to read the sentence or the paragraph, okay, just to find what does this word means. What do we mean by context clues? We have explained this a lots of times before, and we worked on this in the previous bi-weekly sheet and in different worksheets. And we said that context clues are clues or hints that we can find in a sentence or in a paragraph or in a text that they make this word easier for us. They simplify the meaning of a word, or they give us the meaning of the word. Okay, as we said once, they may be definitions, they may be a meaning, okay, they may be just an explanation of a word, opposites of words, synonyms or antonyms also, and so on. So if we go to the first sentence, a large wet area covered with trees is called a. Okay, so if we go back to the text, we can just see that in paragraph 1, we have the word rainforests, which is a wet area covered with trees. So it is called a rainforest. That's why they are called rainforests, because they are wet. Okay, when an animal is strong and can kill you easily, so this is a dangerous animal. A soft coat which covers the animal's bodies, so most of the animals are covered with this coat, which is fur. Okay, now these are 3 other sentences or 3 other meanings of some underlined words in the text. You are going to tell me what are the words that have these meanings from the text. So you just go to the text, you look at the underlined words, you read the context, the sentences, the paragraph carefully, just to find some clues or hints that help you find the meaning, and you write the word down. So as we did in the previous exercise, there are 6 words. I did the first 3, and you are responsible to do the other part. So now we are going to move to the grammar part. As you know, we have taken 2 grammar lessons till now. The first lesson is the simple present tense, and the second lesson is the present continuous tense. I'm going just to explain briefly, just a quick revision, what is simple present, why do we use simple present tense. As we have explained before, a simple present tense is used to express habitual actions. We mean habits. The word habits means things that we always repeat or that we always do, maybe daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, one day in a week, once a month, and so on. So these words or these verbs, in order to be changed to the simple present tense, we should add s or es or ies to the verb, okay? And you all know the spelling rules till now. So we have to fill here in the blanks with verbs from the box above, but we have to put the verb directly changed to the simple present tense. If we start with the first sentence, we can see that they feel every day at 8 p.m. Okay? As you can see, we have something very important here, which is the word every day. As you can see, every day is a word or a time expressions that shows us that the feel is repeated daily at 8 p.m. It means this is a habitual action. So I have to use the simple present tense. So what can I say about the film what at 8 p.m.? Takes? No. The film eats, sleeps, drinks? No. So I can say that the film starts every day at 8 p.m. Let's move to the second sentence, which is many children milk with their meals. If you think about this, you would notice that milk is not eaten, it is being drank. Okay, it's being drank, so you cannot eat milk, you drink milk. So many children drink milk. Why didn't I say drinks? I said drink because I said many children, and children is plural. So since children is plural, I cannot say drinks. There is no need to add s to the verb, so the verb stays in its root form, so it is drink. Let's move to number 3. Cats generally a lot. I can use here different verbs. I can use eat, I can use drink, I can use sleep. I can use the 3 of them. The 3 of them are correct. Okay? But before I choose a verb, I have to see the s in cats, which shows us that it's a plural noun, okay, or a plural subject. Cats generally, I can say sleep a lot. I didn't say sleeps because cats is a plural noun. Let's move to the fourth sentence. Julie, a letter to her mom once a week. I want you first to look at Julie, which is a proper noun and it's a singular noun. And I want you to look at once a week, which is a time expression that shows us that the action is being done once a week. It means it is being repeated every week. And Julie is a singular noun. So I am going to use the verb write. So I say Julie writes because Julie is a singular noun and the singular noun takes s with the verb. Now I solved 4 of the sentences and you are responsible to solve the 6 more sentences. Please focus on the time expressions or any hint that you have in the sentence. Every sentence has a hint. Okay, so please pay attention to the time expressions, to the noun, if it's to the subject, I mean if it's singular or plural, and so on. Let's move now to the last question, which is complete the following sentences with the correct form of the verb in brackets. Here you have to use either the simple present or the present continuous. And the present continuous is used for the actions that haven't ended yet, okay? And they are still happening actions that are still happening, and actions that are happening now. So I can say I am explaining a lesson now. Okay, so it expresses actions that are taking place now or at the moment. Okay, and the form of present continuous, as you all know, is ing. So the verb to be plus ing. Let's start with the first sentence. Every day, Julie takes the bus to go to her office. If we start with the first word of the sentence, which is every day, it shows that this is a habitual action. It is happening every day. So I should use the present simple tense, not the continuous tense, right? Because every day is a time expression, or it's an adverb of frequency actually, that shows us that the action is being repeated every day. So the correct answer is takes. If you move to the second sentence, at the moment you do an English exercise. At the moment is a time expression that shows us that the action is happening now. At the moment you are doing an exercise. So there's a mistake here. It's are, not is. Sorry for the mistake. It's are doing. Let's move to the third one. Tom and Julie learn English this year. What are they doing this year? They are learning. The last one, the bank open at 9:30 every morning from Monday to Friday. So 9:30 every morning from Monday to Friday. It means that this is a habitual action. It is opening every day or 5 days a week at the same time. So this is a habitual action. This is a repetitive action. It is being repeated daily. So we're going to use the simple present tense. So the bank opens every morning from Monday to Friday. Here you have 10 more, there are 10 sentences. I solved 4 and you still have 6. You are supposed to do these 6 sentences. And we are going to check these answers. You may check these answers on Google Drive. You have the answer key. Or we can, of course, we're going to solve this sheet again when we go back to school on Monday, hopefully. So don't worry, please work hard. It's a revision sheet. It sums up all the skills and or the grammar exercises that we have passed through. Do all the exercises, please. Do all your assignments, and I hope to see you on Monday.